morning, children. This is Miss Hannah. Today we are going to read Mr. Bear's Picnic by Debbie Cleary. Are you ready? Now have a seat, and here we go. What a beautiful day, thought Mr. Bear. Perfect weather for a picnic. Mrs. Bear snored quietly. I'm going to take the baby out for the day, said Mr. Bear. Mrs. Bear opened one bleary eye. That's a good idea, she yawned. I'm sure the grizzly bears would like to come too. They love picnics. And she turned over and went back to sleep. Mr. Bear and the baby stopped at the grizzly bear's house. There was nobody there. Oh, thanks heaven, said Mr. Bear. They must have gone out for the day. Now we can have a peaceful picnic on our own. Just then they heard a voice from high in the treetops. Here we are, Mr. Bear, said Fred. Did you say picnic? Said Ted. Can we come too? Said Fuzz. Mr. Bear groaned. Please, begged Fred, Ted, and Fuzz, tumbling down from the tree in a very heap and running off to say goodbye to their mother. It took ages to find the right picnic spot. First, Mr. Bear led them to his favorite meadow. They're always brings us here, moaned Fred. It's boring. So Mr. Bear took them further afield. This is a fly-infested swamp, said Ted. With a sigh, Mr. Bear led them deeper into the woods. This gives me the creeps, said Fuzz. At last they came to the perfect place. Baby Bear found a grassy hollow and Mr. Bear stretched out in the sun for a snooze. I'm starving, said Fred, pouncing on Mr. Bear's tummy. I could eat 6 lunches. I'm ravenous, said Ted. I could eat 6 lunches and whatever's in that basket. I'm famished, said Fuzz. I could eat 6 lunches, whatever's in that basket and the basket as well. Mr. Bear stood up with a sigh. Anything for peace, he said, opening the picnic basket. Let's see what's for lunch. Mr. Bear pulled out a teddy. That's not a very good lunch, said Fred. You can eat toys, said Ted, glaring at Mr. Bear. You brought the wrong basket, said Fuzz. The baby began to cry. Change of plan, said Mr. Bear. We'll have a fishy picnic. And he strode off to a rock, dipped his paw in the water, and waited. The grizzly bears waited too. Maybe I should wiggle my paw like a worm, said Mr. Bear. I know I could catch something if I just stretch a bit further. Blub, 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 said Mr. Bear, slipping head first into the pond. Blub, 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 cried Baby Bear, clinging on tightly. Our dad never gets wet when he goes fishing, said Fred. And he always catches lots of fish, said Ted. All you're going to catch is a cold, added Fuzz. I don't think we're ever going to have a picnic. Right, that's it, wrote Mr. Bear. You scare away the fish, said Fred. I don't care, yelled Mr. Bear. Me neither, said Ted. I don't even like fish. They've got jaggy bones, said Fred. And slimy skin, said Ted. And yucky eyeballs, said Fuzz. I couldn't agree more, said Mr. Bear. Come on, I've got a better idea. The young Grizzly Bear strode uphill. Nearly there, said Mr. Bear. Look, overhead, tucked in the branches of a tree, was a golden dome surrounded by lots of buzzing bees. Mr. Bear settled Baby Bear in the basket and began to climb the tree. Fred, Ted, and Fuzz watched as Mr. Bear gently dipped his paw into the buzzing dome. You're really good at that, said Fred. When our dad does that, he gets stung, said Ted. Mr. Bear pulled out a big chunk of honeycomb and climbed back down. I love honey, said Fred. I could eat the whole honeycomb. I could eat the whole honeycomb and the hive it came from, said Ted. I could eat the whole honeycomb and the hive and the bees as well, said Fuzz. You must be starving, said Mrs. Bear when they arrived home. You took the wrong basket. Yes, but look what we found, said Mr. Bear. Honey, said Mrs. Bear, let's all have a picnic. Out of interest, said Mr. Bear, just what did happen to the other picnic? said Mrs. Bear. That's another story. That's the end of the story. Thank you so much, Bud. After you read the book, you may color the bear. I'm sure you like the